It's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the LA Chargers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Martin. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Looking to throw. Martin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumbled, recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their 1st-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And Oliver in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now Hill to return it. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll swing this complete out to Hill.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Herbert now. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. It's complete. This is Starks. And all the way to the opposite 48. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now Martin to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And right side, Henry's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On target over the middle to Hill. And he will have a Steelers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Running on first down, Eckler. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 57 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now out come the Steelers. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Martin. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
Come on, baby, we gotta do our job. We gotta do our job.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Operating from the gun, Martin. They're going deep for Hill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Able to power through. To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. But 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Martin rolling to his right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Martin now throwing on first down. Open man completes it to Claypool. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have... found a way to block him consistently. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here's Hill on the return. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the second time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. And you know where I'm
Fantasy.
going. Darn right.
He's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Martin. Off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments if Herbert has it knocked free. For fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackle shy of the 10. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. Now bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And this one's going to kick out of bounds right at the 5-yard line. So very fortunate to get that one back. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Oh, what a move. And now headed the other way. They're across midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. On one hand, as we look. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Martin looking to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Martin. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second down, Roundtree again. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield.
Don't worry about it.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On 2nd down, here's Roundtree. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Herbert. Now they set up a screen for Roundtree. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's spot it right at midfield at the 50. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw is Martin. To throw on 2nd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. One pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger offense making their way back out there. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. A heck of a play there defensively. throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's Herbert. His hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
And this returnable for Hill. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Has some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
92 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Barkley with a carry on 1st down, and he'll get about 4. So 2nd and 6 forthcoming. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
On the run, it's Barkley. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Wesley. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Back to throw. Martin eluding the pressure right. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Tucker now for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down this...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Herbert, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Chargers on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Looking deep downfield.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Martin.
And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 25. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Again, it's Barkley. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
129 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Looking to throw. Martin escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Flushed out right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. It's their quarterback with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sand.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw here, Herbert. And the pressure gets to him again. T.J. Watt, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
7 yards to pick up there.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Martin off the play fake.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now it's Barkley. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Martin now looking to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Here's Martin on 1st and 10. Gets this one to Hill. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. LA readies for its next possession. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On first down, it's Herbert. Going back to Allen, he's got him again.
And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 50, here's Herbert.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. Herbert throwing again.
He'll swing that out complete to Roundtree.
Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Herbert operating from the red zone. Getting this to Roundtree out of the backfield. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And now loose football. Fumble. Martin lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Herbert following the turnover.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the 27, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers,
they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.